and welcome and thank you for joining us today. So my name is Liam. I'm a technical sales engineer for HP Tuners Europe, and I'm joined today by Paulius.
Hi, glad to have everyone here. This is our first webinar, so please bear in mind we might have technical difficulties. I might stutter, Liam might stutter.
The goal for this session is really simple. So by the end of this session, our aim is for you to know exactly where everything is across VCM Suite, what the main tools do, and feel comfortable enough to get started with exploring yourself. So we are going to go straight in with VCM Scanner.
Right, so the first thing that you see is the layout of the scanner. This is the basic view of the scanner. You see gauges. On the left side you have the data PADs, and next to the gauges on the right side you have the graphs.
Yeah, so the format we're going to follow, we're going to go through everything menu by menu, and we're going to touch on all of the individual buttons, and then we'll do the same for VCM Editor afterwards.
This first submenu is to open and close as well as save your logs.
So what we're going to do, we're going to go in and we're just going to open an example log file so that you can see everything that goes on. So here we have just a quick log from a 2021 Mustang we took. After the log file menu, you have the vehicle menu. Now, we won't be able to open the vehicle menu now since we just opened a log. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly close this log file. So now that the log file is closed, we can access the vehicle tab. Now, underneath the vehicle tab, this is where all the connectivity comes into it. So the options you have in here are connect to the vehicle, disconnect to the vehicle. You also have this tab called Vehicle Profiles, which we will cover in another session. You have the repo for supported parameters,
which you can use for example, if there was a PAD missing or a channel missing from your scanner, and you raise the ticket with support, and they've added that channel in, so you would use that function to rescan for available channels to see the channel that you were missing.
And then we have Start and Stop Scanning. So these are for when you're connected to the vehicle and you wish to begin collecting that data. Underneath, we also have two more. We have Diagnostics and Info, where you will be able to see all of the DTC, for diagnostic trouble codes for the vehicle, and a bit more information. And this will become available while you are connected to a vehicle. And then you also have Controls and Special Functions. The vehicle controls and special functions include things like the TPS relearn, fuel adaptive resets, and other ECU specific functions like that. The last two features are the data logging and the MPVI4 features. Now in the features, this is where you would set up the MPVI4 data logging, which Paulius is going to explain a few things about.
If, for example, you wanted to use our standalone data logging, which allows you to data log data without having to use your laptop or TDN, this would allow you to set up triggers. So as Liam is showing you now, to automatically start the data log, you can set it up to, for example, vehicle speed activation, engine RPM activation, or I think even accelerometer.
Yes.
So,
yep.
This would automatically start the data log, and then after you finish your driving the vehicle, you could pull the device out and export your log straight into your laptop. So the next tab is your layout tab, because VCM Scanner is fully customizable and you can make it look exactly how you want it to look. This is the section where once you've customized your layout, so you could change the color of your gauges, you could change how they look, you could change your graphs. This is where you would go into layout and save your layout. So then you can open it for vehicle specific setups, for example. So you have like open layout, save layout as it is. You can go through your recent layouts if you have more than one. And we also offer you default layouts, which the one we're currently looking at is a default layout. But this VCM Scanner is fully customizable and it's very powerful.
So most things you see on the screen with VCM Scanner are editable by right-clicking. And then you will come down to Display Properties. In Display Properties, this is where you can edit the information that you see. So you have a few subheadings. I've right-clicked on the gauge here. You have General, Borders and Faces, Scales, labels, needles and bars. So you can customize everything you see on the gauges. And the same applies to the graph and the charts. If you come over, right-click and head to Display Properties, you can change everything about the visuals about it. Now with the graphs, if you come over, you can also go onto Graphs Layout. And this is where you will customize everything about what you want to see in your graphs. So when you want to log something super specific and have it displayed in the graph format, you would come into here, and this is where you would make those changes.
In simple terms, graphs are helpful to replicate every table that you can see in VCM Editor and gather data like, for example, you're tuning a standalone ECU. That's the easiest way to reference. So you can see data live moving through the graphs, and every single table in VCM Editor can be replicated in VCM Scanner.
Now, because this is a log we have already carried out, you can see that the scanner populates with the data from that saved log, and you can see in the graphs. So this is our graph that we had set up for Spark Advance, and you can see that all of the individual cells, they have been populated, and this is the data that you would use to build your calibrations within Editor. Continuing across the toolbar menu, next we come to tools.
So you have useful features like unit conversion. So for example, if you wanted to convert from like a temperature setting from Fahrenheit to Celsius or miles per hour to kilometers per hour, we do have an inbuilt feature for that. We also have inbuilt calculator. So if you go back into the tools options, you also have math parameters. This is where I previously mentioned you can make your own custom maths. We have some presets. For example, if you go to Lambda and AFR tab and go to EQ ratio error, this is like a custom math parameter that will allow you to calculate the error between what the actual fuel ratio is versus what you're measuring. So this can be then populated in a graph view or in a chart, so it allows you to see how far away from target you are.
Within tools is where you'll find your options menu. And this is where you will set the language of your VCM suite and also the system of units, whether that's metric or imperial.
So next we have the help tab. So obviously the first one is your help function. We're not going to click on it today because it's going to take us to the website where it has all the information about VCM Suite. Resync interface is used for resyncing your licenses, or when you add credits to the interface.
So Resync interface will also make sure that your firmware is fully up to date on your device. There will be individual updates for the software itself, and there will also be updates that we push out to the device. So you can see on the screen, there is actually an update that I hadn't carried out. VCM Suite was just completing that for me, and now the Resync is complete. So now I know that my device is fully up to date.
We have a MPVA2 verification code, which is basically used to registering the device to your account. This is what you're going to need to do when you get your device for the first time.
The last section on the Help tab is the About. So this is the go-to place to make sure that your VCM Suite is up to date. So under About, it will tell you the current build of your software. So currently we are on 5.3.509 on the beta version of the software. And there is actually an update to be carried out to go to version 5.1.2. Good practice is once a day when you first open the software, just double check there's no updates because a few problems can arise if you're trying to do one of our latest releases on software that is a few versions old. Now underneath the main menu, we have a shortcut bar. Now, everything we just went through, the main things you will be accessing can be accessed from this shortcuts bar. So it includes things like opening the log file, saving a log file, and closing a log file. Connect and disconnect from the vehicle, start scanning, stop scanning, vehicle controls and special functions. This button is to play the log file. So I will press this now, and what you will see is that the log will automatically start playing through, and you'll see that all the data on the screen moves in accordance with that.
You can also gather a info log, which is required when you're raising a support ticket, which gives us all the information about your device, the vehicle you're connected to, as well as additional data regarding your licensing. So it's one of the things you should be doing the first time you connect to the vehicle, as well as making sure you are on the latest beta, because it's one of the things we will be asking if you ever raise a support ticket with our support team. Everything you want to log, you need to add to your channel list. You can add to channel list by clicking the gear icon with the plus. Here is a drop down of all the available channels. They're vehicle-specific channels. So you can go through the folders and add what you seem necessary.
So at a very basic level, that covers all of the options you have available to you in VCM Scanner. Obviously, there are a lot of things we haven't gone over in depth, but we will save that for a more advanced session. So now we will move straight over to the VCM Editor.